Hello guys, it's me again, Naomi. Welcome to my channel, Hustler with a Cause. I'll be here talking again about my life, or rather my journey in an IVA. An IVA is an individual voluntary arrangement, and it's something that I have been in for 5 years, and it's basically when all your debts are consolidated into one, and you're given a repayment plan that you can afford, and then about 75% of your debts are wiped off. Okay, so it's one step up from bankruptcy. It's been a while since I've been on here, and the first video I made, actually I did say that I was in my final year of my IVA, and actually my IVA ends September 2028. And the reason for that, no, sorry, what year are we in? 2026, yeah. So my IVA ends next year, 2027. And the reason why it ends in a year's time, even though my first video that I made was quite a few months ago, maybe 6 months ago, and I said it was a year left, is because I've had a few breaks, and that has extended my IVA by 6 months. But I am determined to finish my IVA by next September. And today I felt really like I wanted to come on here and just really reaffirm my plans for the last year, and to be consistent with this journey, because although I might be disappointed, I was a little disappointed because I didn't realize that the IVA had been extended by an extra 6 months due to the breaks that I had been having. But it's also a blessing in disguise, because actually I do need that time to really look at my finances and make sure that I'm making the right decisions, or that I've changed my habits really for when my IVA ends. And one of the things that I was thinking about, actually I came across a podcast today which was very inspiring, and it was talking about the fact that you can change your whole life within 1 year. And it got me thinking that I have a whole year to really change my mindset around money. Okay, now the dilemma that I've been having, when you're in an IVA, obviously you are paying off your debts that you previously had, but that doesn't stop more debts, more bills, more money situations arising that you have to also stay on top of. So you have a manageable payment plan that you have to pay every month, and over 5 years, which is, mine is actually not a lot, it's only £100 a month. But what I have found is that I have new bills coming up that are actually taking any excess money that I could have for saving, or any money that I might make from like online sales and things, like basically my side hustles. I'm not able to, because you can save when you're in an IVA. That's the other thing. You can save and you can start a business. And I have been trying to do that, but I have been struggling to save and to really push my finances into a much better place, because I have so many things that still keep cropping up. For instance, council tax, that's expensive. I'm getting, I've kind of fallen a bit behind with that. And just loads of little things, a fine with Companies House, for not filing on time. So yeah, lots of little things that are quite annoying, and can be quite, my thing is, I do not want to ending my IVA and still being in debt, basically. So I've decided today that I am going to set myself a very, like a plan for the next year. And within the next year, what I plan to do is really hone in on my finances, really look at what I'm spending, really make sure that any new bills or new debts that arise, I am staying on top of them, and that I pay everything off by the time my IVA finishes next year. Also, keeping a like a diary, or some kind of record of what I'm spending, and really cutting back on things that are unnecessary. I'm not a big spender, to be honest. I do only spend on essentials. Like last weekend, I went out for the weekend spent 2 nights away, went to a festival. I never ever go anywhere really. I'm a mother of 5. Well, I've got 4 living at home with me, and you know, I do feel that I spend my money on necessities. But so you know, me going away last week and just having a little splurge, I do feel like, you know, I'm already struggling and we're literally at the start of the month. Now, I don't mind struggling a little if it means that I'm staying on top of things. But yeah, I did feel a little bit like, oh my gosh, I can't even have a weekend away without, you know, it impacting me. And I never have a weekend away anyway. But anyway, I had my fun last week. It's been a great summer. Really, really been enjoying this summer. And yeah, but it's just finding things to do that are economical, and really also making sacrifices, because as much as it was great to go away at the weekend, this year I think this last year has to be a year of sacrifice. Like, what am I going to do to really get a hold of my finances and just make sure that when I end this IVA, that I am literally in just like the best place I've ever been in, and I've learned and understood more about money. And that's basically my plan. So the first thing that I'll be doing is writing down all my outgoings, which you'd think I should have done that already, but I think it's always good to revisit these things. I have done it in the past, but this time I'm going to get really like back on it again. It's like we're coming up to September, and I think September's a perfect time in the autumn, new season, to really just rejig and look at your finances before the next year. Okay, a lot can happen in a year, and that's my aim, is to really move the needle on my finances within the next year. So the first thing I'll be doing is, like I said, looking at my finances, writing all my incomings and outgoings, and also writing down all my debts and all my bills. Okay, and the thing that I've also had to learn is that you can't pay everything every month. You know, like at the moment I'm having to pay for dental treatment for my boys, my twin boys. That's quite a lot of money. That came to £2,400, okay, for 2 of them, okay, to have braces. That's a lot of money. So what I'm going to be doing is, I couldn't afford it this month, so I'm having to pay double next month. So there is a lot of robbing Peter to pay Paul, but at the same time making sure that you pay everyone and that you don't owe anyone at the end. So that is my plan moving forward. And also I'm going to do a vision board. So I'll be doing a vision board, hopefully tonight. I'll be doing a vision board of my finances and where I want to be next year. Because, yeah, I'm really excited about my IVA ending in a year's time. And yeah, just want to really move forward with that. And I want to encourage anyone who's in an IVA, or if you're thinking about going into an IVA, I would say think very, very carefully about it. Because I feel that what I know about money today, maybe perhaps I would not have gone into an IVA and I'll be in a better position. It has kept me back for a good 5 years. And, you know, I'm 45 now, and it's like, you know, I still don't feel like I am where I need to be in terms of my finances. I'm literally starting out at 45 years old. With like teenage children, or like starting to go to work and off to college. So yeah, it's you know, it has held me back and I've had to make a lot of sacrifices, but that's just the way it is, and that's the decision I made. But I would say really, really look at your finances before you consider going into an IVA, because it is a big decision and it does affect you for 5 years. If you're in an IVA, I encourage you to keep going. Make sure you keep up with those payments. Make sure that you are, looking at your finances regularly, and you are just making sure you're not incurring anything that's going to put you in a worse situation when you finish the IVA. And yeah, that's it really, guys. Just a very quick short video, and I will be back again probably later on in the week, because I'm going to try and do weekly videos, I think. So but I'll try and fit another one towards the end of the week, probably will share with you my vision board, and what I've done in order to really change my life, change my finances, because I'm a very ambitious person. I've got a lot of things that I want to do, but you need to, in order to do business, you really need to understand money, and you need to know how to manage money well. And that's something that I hope that I'm going to accomplish, or I'm going to accomplish that in the next year. And yeah, guys, so just come on this journey with me, and please do leave any comments in the comment section. If you've got any questions, any words of advice, if you just want to say hi. Also, I would love it if you would like this video if you like it, and also share and subscribe. So anyway, take care, enjoy the rest of your evening, if it's evening where you are, or enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I will see you next time.